Like, yes, I am a mom, but at the same time, my son is going to only be able to be emotionally responsible, physically responsible, a good human based off of what he sees, right? So if I don't know who I am, then I'm raising a child that doesn't know who he is.
Hey y'all, this your girl Vina, and this is one of the first episodes of Hey Muva Hi series. And I'm just so happy because this has been pushed back and it almost didn't happen so many times just because I was in my own head, But this was very necessary. This was a conversation that was needed, and I feel like with our guest, when I first met her, like we had the first episode happen already, so it would just make sense that me and her sat together and had a real conversation about this journey of motherhood, and we both are pretty much in the same boat at the same space, same time frame with this journey, and it's very new to both of us. So I want to introduce our guest, Erica Appleby, and we're in her beautiful studio right now, which is Lux Art Tech Creative Studio. Yes. So it's not. We're going to get into all the things and how this even came about, but like there's so many things that we have in common, right?
Yeah.
Like from jobs, from love for fashion, from being creative, mommying, yes, and still trying to show up for ourselves. So I just want to give you the floor to kind of say your piece, and kind of introduce what it is that you do, and talk about your child. You don't have to say too much about your child, but just where you are.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Erica Appleby. Like she said, I am a fashion designer here in South Florida, as well as an owner of Lux Art Tech Creator Studio. It's a sewing and creator space, and basically, a little bit of how we came about is, basically I started my journey in design and everything with $100 to my name. At the time, I couldn't go to school. All of these different things were happening. My parents was going through a divorce. It was really insane.
Oh, I'm a divorced baby too.
Yeah, girl, yeah, it was insane. And then, so my mom sent me money like for my birthday, and I just decided to like start my line. And from that, it basically taught me that like even though you have like very big dreams, like sometimes your resources are little, but that doesn't mean that you're stopping yourself from doing anything. So when I was creating my line, I kept coming into different creative spaces that I loved because I was in New York at the time, and I love these places, but I was like, there's nothing like this back home. So when I decided to move back home to Miami, I was like, no, I want to create that type of vibe and environment and community, and I wanted to be able to just have a space where creators can feel as though they're seen, they're heard, and they're also like trusted to be able to create whatever they want, i.e. a podcast or a design or a show or whatever it is, but it's an affordable space for them to be able to do that.
I think that's so dope. As a creative, I totally get being in places like a New York, LA, where creativity is thriving. And not just for creatives in general, but just creators that look like us.
Yeah.
Having a safe space
Especially
for us to come and, just commute, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things I want to talk about is that you've recently opened this space, right? And you've recently opened this space as a new mom and some other things. Can you talk about what this journey has been like, digging into your dreams, still trying to reach your goals while
my eyebrow went up. That's why she started laughing. Oh my God.
Let's talk about trying to attack your dreams and goals that you probably had prior to becoming a mother, and actually doing it. Like you're living proof that it's possible, right? So can you tell me what was one of those driving forces for you to make it happen?
My son was the driving force. It was so interesting because like prior to having him, right, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to have kids. So prior to having him, I went on like this whole journey of like cleansing my body and detoxing and doing like a whole 2-year thing that I had to do in order for me to be able to just know that I was healthy enough to conceive, right? And that was, I think, that moment, those 2 years for me were like the planning of discipline, the planning of grinding that I needed. I don't like to really use the word grinding, but it was like it was the momentum that I needed in order for me to know, one, that if I believe in something, that I can bring it to fruition, and two, that if I just stay the course, that it'll happen. And I think a lot of my journey has been like that. But I think bringing a life force into this world is no joke, and it's different because I think when we have our dreams, like we're like, oh, I want to start a line, or oh, I want to be an artist, I want to paint, like. In some ways that's tangible, but not as tangible as when you're growing a human with your body.
When I think about what we are capable of.
Yeah. like when you think about like I grew people with my body.
So we talk about like I have this thing about aliens, right? And I'm like, I think we're really aliens and not the other way around because the whole grand scheme of how like it formed and just seeing the baby grow inside you, your body changing, and then how you actually like it's a portal. You push out life.
Yes.
Like when I say like hey mother, and that's why hey mother is so important because like hey mother, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a big deal.
Yeah.
And I think we need to be celebrated as such a big deal because what we're doing can kill us.
Yeah. Literally. I saw this thing the other day on YouTube where this girl was talking about the fact that she waited a little while to have her second baby. So she was like 40 something. And she decided to have her second baby. And then she got preeclampsia not knowing and went into a coma. And I was like, huh?
Like, I lost a lot of blood on that table. Well, I lost a lot of blood. Like, almost had to have a blood transfusion.
Oh my God.
But I was so out of it that I didn't know. But my mom and my child's father, like when, in my mind, because I'm cool and I'm fine, like I had an amazing pregnancy, right? Yeah. But when I talked to them, they were stressed the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like they were very stressed out. And that's why I'm saying, like, trying to chase your dreams, pushing out a child.
Yeah.
These are some serious things, and they don't always go together. Like they don't. Everybody is not able to make both of those things happen within the same period. Like for some, you can do one, you can do the other. But I think why I'm so like excited to talk to you is because you're still in the thick of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your child is 2.
Yeah.
So you're doing this, and this is the age where like it's very hard.
Yeah.
Do you ever have guilt while you're trying to pursue this?
Oh, 100%. Girl.
Like,
yes. So my son was he at least a year? He had just turned 1, I think, when things started to ramp up for creating the studio and me being like, all right, cool, but prior to that, like having him and then being called, like I think that's the worst feeling. It's like
God is calling you.
Yeah.
When God is calling you, you gotta do stuff you don't want to do.
Yes, it's like I had just had him, and then I kept feeling like this nudge, like, all right, now you better start that class. You better do this, because I went back to work when my son was 3 months old, so I didn't really even have like a whole like postpartum situation for me to like gain my strength and my health and all that. I didn't have any of that. I had to literally go back to work, and then through trying to like navigate a new job, a new baby, I was also feeling called, and I pushed it back because I was kind of just like, I can't do all of this at once. So let me just mommy and work at the same time. After he turned a year and I started to see like, okay, now he's eating solid foods, like now I can kind of leave him alone a little bit, like I started to feel a little bit better about it. Then it was when I was like, all right, let me try to see if I can start doing what God is telling me to do. So I opened up a smaller studio and I was like, okay, let me just see if I could start advertising for classes. Right. Went to the fabric store. Somebody was like, do you have classes? And literally, I felt like I opened up the studio and what was that? August? No, April? July. Oh, yeah. I opened the last studio. And then by October of last year, so July of last year, I opened the smaller studio. By October of last year, I was in this place. So it grew
as it was supposed to.
Quickly.
Okay.
Like it literally took no time for it to go from start to finish. And yes, I felt guilt. Yes, I felt ashamed. Yes, I was crying. Yes, I was delusional because I'm still going through actual postpartum depression.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna reel this back because, and again, this is why I'm telling you, like, it was important for me to have this conversation because our first time actually sitting down and talk, it was real serious, right? So I'm a very private person. People are just finding out that I even have children with the launch of, Hey Mother. But if God didn't call me to do, like, if I didn't feel I was being called to do this would not exist.
Yeah,
like 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very private. This is so private for me. So it's very emotional, and in the same sense, like everything that you're saying is like how I felt. We both kind of worked at the same place at some point. And then I think I went back to work at 5 months when they were 5 months, and then I stopped working, and then I've been with them. But the whole time I've been trying to do all these other things. Like, and this is just the honesty, right? I've still been trying to be the old me. I've still been trying to be the person that like can do everything, or whatever I think I can do, like whatever idea I have, I'm doing, right? It doesn't work with kids like that. It's not. It hasn't been working, and it took me until probably 2 months ago where it was just like, I'm trying shit, and it's not working. But what I need to be doing right now is just totally being engulfed in being a mom, like, and understanding what that really looks like, and just giving it my full attention. And yes, I'm doing the pie, but at the same time, I'm no longer in my head and dealing with my ego. Because I feel like once you have a child, your ego dies. It has to die. It has to die to thrive, right? Yes. And even with anything that you do, but like whoever you thought you were, you're not her right now.
No,
and that's
become a new version of her.
And you have to own that version.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you have to be like, this is what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm okay with that. And I feel like that's also a part of life when you become at peace with the state you're in. So many of us, and not just as moms, but just in general, like, nobody wants to exist in the space that you're in. So, like, I went to a conference and I saw Gary Vee, and he was talking about how he's building this like cartoon, and it's going to take 5 years, and he's enjoying the journey. And for many of us, we hate the journey. We want to be wherever we're supposed to be.
I think the difference in that is sometimes when you already have accomplished so much, but also I think, okay, let me back up. I think finances has a lot to do with
it.
Baby. Right? Like, it's a completely different place when you can talk from the stance of knowing that your family is okay.
Right.
Then you can 100% enjoy the journey.
But if you're in survival mode.
Yeah, but if you're in survival mode, which is what most of us are in, you're not every single day being like, oh, this journey is beautiful, like waking up and being grateful. And I think that's the duality. Right? That's the duality of like it. Sometimes, because Pharrell said it, and I think it's so interesting. He was like, you already are who you say that you are. But I think a lot of times, because of the ways that we've been conditioned, we often see our physical accolades or our physical like things that we can obtain as our like
who you are.
Yeah, as our things to be like, okay, I've already accomplished that. Like,
right,
I'm good.
I wonder. I just did Black in Business program, and I also I had started therapy around the same time, like mid-March. And one of those things is like, who are you? Like the question, who are you, is so intense. And like, not just I'm a mom or I'm a business owner, but like, who are you at the core?
Yeah.
And I think once we have those conversations and we sit with that, we can be better moms, we can be better entrepreneurs, and we can have more gratitude for this space and what it is that we do have. Because like you said, we look at all the worldly things and put more pressure on ourselves than we need to accomplish more.
Yeah.
When we don't see what we've already done.
I think that's one of the reasons why it was so easy for me to kind of get over the quote unquote guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Because the realization is that, like, yes, I am a mom, but at the same time, my son is going to only be able to be emotionally responsible, physically responsible, a good human based off of what he sees, right? So if I don't know who I am, then I'm raising a child that doesn't know who he is. He has he has nothing to go back to in terms of like identifying that in his childhood that these were discussions that he was having. So even for myself, like prior to having him, I had to have those talks. Like in the 2 years that I was like preparing for him, I had to like get over myself because I knew that I was like, okay, I'm about to go on this journey and I know that I'm not going to be the same person. And 18, 20 something years from now, for the rest of his life, I'm still going to be his mom, but he is going to go out into the world and do whatever he needs to do. So I also have to then say to myself, like, I can't stop who I am because I have him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that's like the tussle, because especially right now, it's like back in the day, I feel like it was very easy. No, I'm not even gonna say that. Back in the day, I feel like it might have been a little easier for our parents to be able to just, I don't know.
No, okay, I have theory.
You know what I'm about to say?
I think, well, maybe. I feel like it was just easier because they didn't have goals or dreams outside of working and doing what they knew to do, which was provide. Like, there was a different mentality. I feel like we are big dreamers. This generation is big dreamers. We want to be entrepreneurs. We want to do all these things. Where like there were careers and there was just the way things went.
I think
and
that
community.
I think that for sure, like speaking from the stance of my mom specifically, I know that she has always been a dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the difference came in at the time that she had a child and the dreams that she wanted to pursue. She picked a more logical version of a dream.
Okay.
It's not to say that she didn't want to obtain or anything, or because I definitely like for real, what I'm doing now is because I saw my mama do it. You know, like,
no, yeah.
It's 100% because of the fact that like while she was still working a job or working 2 jobs, then she was like going out at night and she was like a music manager, or she was working in entertainment, or she was doing something. And it's because of that I understand that even if I have a child, it doesn't mean that I have to stop doing things. I think that the difference comes in is that I really wanted to be a very hands-on parent.
Okay.
You know, like I really wanted to be there to be like, oh, he took his first steps. Oh, he's talking. Oh, he's doing this. I really wanted to do that. And then I didn't realize that you have to kind of do one.
Oh.
And then the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you have to definitely get a handle on the mommyhood.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means giving up.
Yes.
And not giving up. I think pausing.
Sacrifice. Go ahead and say it.
It's a sacrifice because we want to do things on our time.
Yes.
It's not a sacrifice if you realize that, and I'm this is me talking to me and talking to you, but I'm realizing that what's for you is for you, and when it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah.
So, no, I can't do that today, but who's to say that I can't do it 3 to 4 months from now?
Yeah.
When, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
Timing is everything, and I feel like it's not our time, it's God's time, right? So, and this is something I'm currently and always fighting with is time. Where, again, I was supposed to launch this pod a year ago. Everything's been done for a year, but it wasn't time. There was things I had to do. There was things I needed to show up for, i.e. my child, children, versus like I needed to be there for them, and I couldn't give 100% to this, right?
Yeah.
So
you also gotta show up for yourself.
You do, but you like, I mean, and I think for you is you have support, right? Like you have a mom that understands what it's like to be a dreamer, so she's gonna back it, right? I also think, like, as your point earlier, as our parents, they had the grandma or the aunt, or like there was somebody that could lend a hand, and not everybody experienced that, but for the most part, there was just another level of like hands-on-ness with family in general, right? Like I had so many cousins. I had great aunts, grand aunts I could go, whose house I can go to, and my parents need to go somewhere and they could watch me. It's different now because we're like individuals.
Yes,
like 100%. And I think, I don't know if we're the, like, individually we're the problem, or just like this generation in itself, where like we don't seek community in the same way. Like we don't, because we don't, I don't know if we don't trust, or I don't know what it is, but it's a very much like, I'm doing my thing, you're doing your thing. Yes, we're connected. Yes, we have the same, whatever, but like, I'm over here with my family. Yeah. And that's within families.
I feel that 100% because that's exactly how my mom's family is, specifically. But it's weird. So one of the things that I said that I didn't want to do is I didn't ever want to have my child only see me go. So that was like one of the things that I felt that even though my mom was a very active participant to my childhood, she was at every show, she was at everything. I feel like when I closed my eyes, I could see her going through the door more than I could see her being like, okay, let me sit down and color with you. You know what I mean?
If you're an 80s baby, your parents you raised yourself.
Yeah.
Like my therapist let me know. Like if she was just like, what did she call it? She called it something. It's going to come to me, but and all of my friends, like if you have this conversation with your friends, you'll be surprised when you're thinking like you're the only one. But a lot of us raised ourselves because our parents had to work. They were very much a working culture. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I say, like, you might see your grandma, you might see your uncle, you might see your auntie, just because your mom had to work. Yeah. And like, like I'm just listening. Like I'm thinking about you saying, like, walk out versus like, hey, sit with me. Yeah. That's crazy. Yes. That's kind of crazy.
But see, those are the active things and that's one of the reasons why I'm so intentional with my son now. Because when he says, hey, mommy, come play with me. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I'd be like, okay, let me come play with you. What are we playing? I'm realizing that even when he says stuff like that, I didn't ever have the opportunity, or I rarely had the opportunity to be like, yo, ma, come play with me. I remember that there were certain specific things that we did together, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm who I am now, because a lot of the things that we did together were art-based things. They were like free, fun, art-based things. Like we would watch like Happy together on like, on the TV, or like he would do the painting, like, so we would, so sometimes on her day off or on certain days, like she would go to the dollar store, go to the fun craft store and get all the art supplies, and we would sit at home and we'd have like a session like that together. Or she would cook and I'd be able to watch her cook, and ironically all of the things, the moments that I had with her shaped me. So now those are the things that I cherish. Fashion became my thing, not because of the fact that I was like, oh, I just love fashion. I saw her getting ready. I saw her putting it on. I saw how she felt at the end of her getting ready. And I was like, oh, I started drawing pictures because of how she exuded the energy that she felt.
This is crazy. This is crazy just seeing, like, because we don't really realize how our childhood, and again, I'm in therapy, right? Your childhood shapes you. Like, your childhood basically turns you in, it gives you a mental model, right? And then you go into the world, which is school, and then middle school, everything else around you, those friends, the cool things. I think then society starts to shape, and then you start to be like, is this cool, this not cool, I can't like this, but it starts at home, and what they see at home, and that is scary because you don't want to fuck it up. as a mom, like, you don't want to fuck up, and don't say, like, the fathers are there. We're not saying that they aren't, but for whatever reason, a baby, a toddler, a kid, and teenager will see their dad and will walk clear by him and come to you, and you be like, bro, like, give me 10.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we just need to sit with that really quickly, because that was kind of deep for me. Like, how you just described all the things that your mom, she loves, you then inherited them.
Yes. But I also think that those things became such big things to me too, because of the fact that really and truly our parents are just big kids. Like, we are. We're growing, we're learning, we're doing things, we're just big kids at the end of the day. And so the times when she would want to, like, reach back into her childhood or give me something, or give me something that she didn't have, was the things that ended up, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now for my son, because of my mom, I've experienced so many different things. So now for my son, it's the thing that I think that he's actually inheriting is quality time. That's the only thing. Like, it's not money, it's not experiences, like, because I got all those things. So now I know how to give those things to him. The only thing that he's inheriting from us that may be like a cycle breaking is the quality time.
That's crazy. And it's intentional.
Yes, 100%.
I think this is a moment for us to realize, like, sometimes you have to sit and think about your own childhood, especially when it comes to kids. I didn't have the chance to take some time. I mean, yours was due to, like, you had to get your health in order and things like that, but I didn't get to even do any of those things. I think that's happening for me in therapy right now, where I'm thinking about all the things that I don't want to show up in my child's childhood, if that makes sense. But I think it's very special, and I think it's very important that we give a balance, right? Because I think a lot of us focus, like, well, my parents did this, so I don't want to do that. Like, we want to offset it. But I feel like nothing that you do, what I realize is, as a parent, nothing you do is right.
Oh no.
Your child will be messed up in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and they'll blame you for it, and you just gotta be like, okay.
Because this is so funny that you say that. I literally saw this kid, and this is I saw this before I got pregnant, so it was very interesting for me during my pregnancy for me to be like, all right, you know what, you can't fuck it up. Because this kid, his mom was working like 3 jobs, and she was working 3 jobs because she had 2 boys, and she was making sure that her boys had everything. I mean, she was trying to make sure that she was going to work and giving them the best Jordans, the best this, the haircuts, the making sure he da. And this MF took her to court and said, you made me too perfect, and I was getting bullied. And that's one of the reasons why he hated his mom. She was working 3 jobs and giving him every single thing. Anything he asked for, the PS4, the PS5, the this, the Jordans, the blah, 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 every single thing. He sat there and said that she made him too perfect. And so he couldn't fit in with the other kids because he had everything. So sometimes the kids didn't have the Jordans.
And that's what I'm saying.
Balance. And he had it. And so he was like, yo, you made me too perfect. And I was still getting bullied. And she was like, what?
Nothing you do is right.
Nothing.
So
you can't fuck it up.
You can't fuck it up. Here's the thing, though. I think active communication will help you navigate, or at least have a handle on where you stand in your child's life. Like,
with your kids?
Yeah, I think, and I feel like finding a way to communicate with them to the point where they want to communicate back with you.
Yes.
Because I watch Sex and the City just like that, and I watch what's her name? Not Carrie. Charlotte. And Charlotte's interaction with her kids, and I'm like, damn, I got 2 girls, and I just pray that because I know how I am with my mom, and it is what it is. Like, I love my mom, but there is no but. I love my mom. I know that I'm not as open with my mom as she probably would want. Me and my mom have a good relationship. We go out, we hang out, but I've always just been such a loner that I don't actively communicate with anybody, if that makes sense. So I feel like sometimes my mom wanted more from me or still wants more conversation from me. And I just pray that I can make my girls feel comfortable enough to have that conversation or any conversation.
Can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
The only way you're going to have your girls do that is if they see you do it. So you have to start doing that with your mom.
I mean, but my mom's not here.
It don't matter.
But they see my mom actively, like on, I mean, I'm just going to take that.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
The only way for you to heal something for your kids is if you actively do it. Yes, for yourself. Like you literally no, seriously, you literally got to do it.
Okay.
You will be surprised, like how many things that I'm starting to research now where they're like, yo, like children develop their nervous system from their mother.
Right. I think I saw that.
So if your nervous system is messed up, or you have certain things in your nervous system that is messed up, literally your child is not only, because they're literally receptors as little kids. They're just feeling that and then being like, okay, and putting that in the back pocket and then doing it. So if you have chaotic days, your girl's gonna have chaotic days. If you have stress, like they gonna have stress. And if you ain't cool with your mom, however they see you doing something is how they're going to mirror it.
This is crazy because that also goes back to you have to be good.
Yeah,
you have to be good.
You have to be good.
Like that's probably the most important thing is making sure that you're good.
Between the ages of 0 to 8, if you ain't good, they are not. For the rest of their life, they will not be good. From 0 to 8.
So hey, mother. Make sure you're good.
You got 8 years to make sure you're good.
You got to make sure you're good. Before anything, you got to make sure you're good because if you're not good, you cannot be good for them.
Yeah.
So I want to take it back to it. I want to assume this is a happy moment because for some it don't be a happy moment, but I want to know where you were when you found out you were pregnant. What were you doing?
Oh my God. Where was I? I was at work.
What?
I was at work.
You took a test at work?
I took a test at work. Okay, so weird. I feel like I intuitively knew before I knew.
Okay.
A week prior to finding out, I went to go get my tires rotated. The lady was like, oh, at the counter, she was like, oh, are you okay? Something like that. She was asking me something. She was like, oh, you're so pretty. Are you okay? Blah, blah. I said, oh, I think I'm pregnant. Like, I just said it out loud to her. She was like, okay. I was like, yeah, girl, I think I'm pregnant, so it's fine. Nothing ever happened. And then I go to work, and one of my best friends, she's our manager, so Toria was like there. And I'm like talking to Tori, and I'm like, T, I think I might be pregnant. She was like, bitch, what? And she was like, no, we're doing this right now. We went to lunch. I got the test.
Go on to Target?
Yes. Go on to Target, got the test, and literally took it in the bathroom and found out. And then I was just like, okay. I wasn't in shock. I wasn't nothing. I just was like, okay. Because I had been preparing for it. I think I had said it earlier, like a year before. I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to be a mom. So when the time came, it wasn't like a, it wasn't like a shock, which I feel like I healed my nervous system in that moment with that.
Okay, that's cute. That's so funny. I think that's so funny. I think it's funny because of where you were. I think it's funny because I know I can see Toria.
Yes.
She was saying that.
She was like, nah, we're doing this right now.
Shout out to Toria, man. Yeah. That's how we know each other.
Yeah.
So, I think, I went in the bathroom and just was like, for whatever reason.
At home?
Yeah, I was in the house. I had woke up in the morning and went to the bathroom, and for whatever reason, I had the dollar store. I don't know why they were in my house. Like you know how sometimes you have something
and you're like,
I don't know why this is here, but I had them in my hand, and I just was like, let me just pee on the stick, literally, because that's what the dollar store test is, pee on the stick, and pee on the stick. I walked out the bathroom. I looked in and I said, you got me pregnant.
That's what you said?
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
just because for me, I had a miscarriage half a year prior. So like I really wasn't thinking about, like it was just like it was just like one of those things where it's like, but something told me and I just took it to them and I was like
But was that playful banter?
oh yeah, it was
okay. I was like,
no,
you made that man feel bad.
no, but then it was just like, I think when I went to the doctor and we were just trying to make sure we had a healthy baby and they told us when it was 2, it was just like bitch, what?
Yeah.
I mean, in the video of us at the doctor, we have a video, and it's just me saying, "What the fuck?" And he didn't speak for like a week. Like he didn't say anything. Like he was nonverbal. He was just in shock. Like what? So yeah. But that's another whole, you know what I'm saying? But I just always like to know, like, where were you? What were you doing?
Yeah.
And how were you feeling? And I just was like, I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't, and I feel like pretty similar. It wasn't like I wasn't sad or anything.
Yeah,
I just was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it just was like,
I know.
whatever. Like we're gonna get lunch. Like I don't know why I felt like that, but it was. I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
Yes.
I like games.
Let's play a game. So let me find a game. I have 2 games. You can pick which one you want to play. So we have it's called Muva Hi.
Okay.
So you can pick a number from 1 to 10.
All right. Lucky number 9.
Of course. Okay. So when you say you're gonna say Muva Hi, I'm gonna tell you the prompt. And then if you want, you have to, like, for permission to be granted, you have to tell me a story. Okay? So, Muva Hi, have a full thought without interruption.
Wait, am I playing this right? Am I supposed to say Mother May I to you?
Yes.
Mother May I.
Okay. Have a full thought without interruption. Permission?
Yeah.
Yeah? Permission granted? But only if you can share your ultimate diaper bag hack. Do you have one?
Diaper bag hack.
See, did you even have a diaper bag?
I did, but no.
There's no hacks, right?
There's no hacks.
Okay, so here's the thing about this, right? Because these are like mommy things, but the reality is, the reason why this podcast actually exists is because when I look on the internet,
yeah,
their version of mommy don't look like my version of
oh
mommy.
no, it's not. Again, I think, listen, the people who be giving advice on the internet is a different type of mother. I don't think that I'm that mother yet.
I don't either, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be her, because what they be doing by the time my kids get older, I mean, by the time I get to do with it, my kids gonna be grown.
Yeah. Diaper bag hack. I ain't no, there's no hack. Shit, if I even remember to pack it sometimes.
Okay, what's in your diaper bag?
Diapers, change of clothes, diapers, change of clothes, wipes, I think we had like a pacifier thing.
Okay.
Bottles for water. I think that's it.
Right. So when I'm on Instagram, they be having wipes and they be having all this other little stuff that I'll just be like, who's using that? Like, there's wipes, change of clothes, diapers, and some snacks.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I really and truly would always forget the snacks until seriously.
My babies is greedy.
No,
They so greedy.
So is mine. But I think that it was like one day I went to something and the girl was like, oh yeah, so little Pam has 4 sets of snacks in her bag. And I walked over to the car and I just started bawling because I had never, I would always forget the snacks for my baby. I would always just forget his snacks. I would always have everything else, but I would always forget the snacks. And maybe because I was breastfeeding for so long that I didn't even remember.
You got to breastfeed?
Yes, I did.
So you saved a lot of money on formula.
Oh, I didn't buy no formula.
So my babies decided that they didn't want to take, like, so I had the flu when I gave birth.
Oh.
So they kicked me out of the hospital. And the babies were in the NICU because they're twins, and they were 1 day shy of not being premature, which worked in my benefit, and I think everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
If they weren't in the NICU, then they wouldn't have the routine because I didn't know what the hell was going on, and they like taught me everything that I needed to know. Because if not, I literally would have been like coming home fresh with some babies. Where like they taught me how to bathe them, they taught me how to feed them, everything. They sent me home with the bottles and the Pampers and all this stuff, which is perfect. But I wasn't pumping. Like there was no milk coming out. So like that's probably when I first became a mom, that was the one thing that like had me kind of sad and depressed, was that I couldn't breastfeed. So I felt like I was breastfeeding them and they would latch on. And then at one point they just stopped, and I didn't force it because I felt like I already didn't produce enough milk. Like I was just in my own head. I did the cookies, I did all the things, but it just wasn't working. And I spent so much money on formula. Like it was a lot of money spent on formula. I wish I could have breastfed both of them, but I also know I would have been exhausted.
Oh yeah, because
there's two.
Here's the facts that I didn't realize until later. Breastfeeding your baby, because you're supposed to breastfeed your baby every 2 hours, like when they first come home or whatever. Every single time you breastfeed, it's like running a 5K.
Right, yes.
Every single time. So imagine running a 5K every 2 hours.
Well, I was back to my weight, okay? The body is T, sis. I can't say the same, but when I was breastfeeding, I was back to my original weight. And then I gained all my weight back over the past year or so. But that's not nobody's business.
Girl, you look beautiful.
Thank you, Mom.
Nobody is even...
They'll be alright. They gonna get whatever I got to give right now because I ain't got nothing else.
Exactly.
But I think these conversations are important. Because imagine... for somebody like me who does not have the energy and the capacity, because I'm kind of socially awkward a little bit, but I don't know that I need new mom friends and play dates, right? But I do need to hear that this woman right here, it looks just like me, understands me, and I can have that sense of community where it's just like, oh, I'm not alone in this. And I feel like when I found out I was pregnant, my friends sharing their stories with me was what got me through and was like, oh, I can do this, like. We talked about, when you find out you're having a child, like all the things that was happening around the time for me. I had just closed my store and all these different things, and like I'm trying to figure out like, well, how am I going to make this work?
Yeah.
What's next? And now I'm responsible for bringing a life into this world.
Yeah.
So two.
And you
not one, not two.
You did it,
girl. We all alive. As long as we wake up and everybody's okay, I'm good.
You did it,
and you're doing it. We're doing it, and I think that's just super important. I want to kind of end this conversation on a note where, and this is pretty much a tradition that would be started, but because you're my first guest, I'm going to do it because it'll be a voice note moving forward, but it is, hey mother, I see you.
Thank you.
You're doing an amazing job. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are great. It is all working out. And that's what I want to share with you.
Yes.
Listen, I feel like we need more hugs. We need more love. We need to support each other more. I think we need to have more conversations like this.
Yeah.
Just to vent. Just to say that it happened.
We didn't even talk any about like the relationship part of it.
I mean,
we
with the
No, I'm talking about with your man.
Girl, I got 15 more minutes. What you saying? What are you saying?
I'm just saying that a lot changes.
We gonna run this back.
Yeah.
We gonna run this back. Let's do this. Let's talk about this because, whoo, child. Ooh. Okay. We gonna do this. Listen.
I don't really want to do it, but I'm just saying that a lot changes.
I mean, off the record, I think we can have an off the record. I can put this as an extra where like this is off the record. Off the record, having a child with a partner and men not understanding what postpartum is. right? Like, not that they don't want to, not that they don't care.
Not fully understanding.
They just don't get it. Like, I don't think they understand that you can't remember why you walked in the other room.
Right.
You can't remember what you went in your phone for.
Right. Or where you put it. Because I'm going to say it right now. I have put my phone in the oven, in the refrigerator.
My child has put my phone in the oven.
In the diaper bag. Like, literally, I have put my phone in there to grab something and lock that bitch and then haven't found it for hours.
Or why, like, for me, I'm going to admit that I'm a messy Virgo, right? But once my mess gets too much, I fix it. I can't fix nothing, right? Like, I barely can fix it right now, right? But it's like, why is this here? I have to, like, my kids are touching everything, right? Mm-hmm. So that means I might put a shoe on the counter to keep it away from them. Not because I want to put the shoe on the counter, but just that's where it gotta go so that they can't reach it. Don't be mad at me right now because I forgot, like, where it's there. And I just don't, nobody's explaining it to them. And I feel like that's a prerequisite. I feel like when men want kids, they need to watch a video on postpartum.
You know what's interesting about that statement? I don't think that men don't want kids.
They don't want to watch or read. Like, I don't think they understand what that means, though.
I don't think that men don't want kids. I think that some men are more intentional about when they say they do want kids and what that actually means and looks like. And those are the Instagram dads that we see who are like, if she's 3 months postpartum, it's all right. Like, I'm washing the bottles and taking care of the baby. I got the baby strapped to me and I'm cooking her breakfast, like, those are the Instagram ones that we see. The 98% of others. Don't get it. I love y'all.
I just don't get it.
I wish that y'all would ask and see and
not
maybe get a support group for yourselves.
I do think men need support groups and mental health. Like, I don't want to say I'm over saying mental health, but I do feel like men need spaces.
Yeah,
with other men
I think
to
so
share
too.
What that
everything. We have a lot of spaces for women, but I don't think we have enough spaces for men for them to be able to talk about their emotions and the things that they go through, the baggage and things that they have to carry, and or how they change in some of the moments of traumatic experiences that they too might have with having to watch you go through certain things and really and truly not knowing what the hell to do
or how to do anything, because we don't know sometimes we don't know what we need.
Child, I promise you, when I was 1 month, 6 months, 5 months postpartum, I couldn't tell you nothing, but please get out of my way.
Even now, I just be like, I don't even want nothing. Like, so one of the things is like, I'm just so tired because there's two, right?
Yeah.
So I have to always be on. And I be wanting to leave, like, I be wanting to go away or go somewhere and just be by myself. But that also makes me feel guilty. Like, I also feel bad that I want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
But I think dads feel that way too.
I don't think that they don't, but I just feel like, I know if I hear my baby cry,
oh yeah, 100%.
I'm stressed out. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't even, like, I sneak out the house.
People
right?
don't even the baby crying
or looking at you like you leaving them, or
the baby crying or the baby fussing sound
is intense.
It will give you PTSD.
It will, from the time they're born to the toddler stage.
Like,
it will give you PTSD.
It literally rings in my ears and makes me like.
But okay,
nuts.
Are you feeling like? What are you feeling in that moment? Are you feeling, I just need to quiet this noise, I console my baby, or like, what are you feeling in that moment?
Like somebody put me in a bottle and shook me like this. I can't even explain it. It just feels like somebody just shook me like this.
It gives me the same thing as when somebody scratches their nails on
my God.
Like, you see me touching my hands right now because it totally just, freaks me out. Like
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and I feel like in that sense, I didn't parent in the way, like, I didn't do all the things that I feel like I read because I was just trying to console my baby. If both of my babies are crying, I'm going to go make sure that they stop crying.
Yeah.
I'm not doing whatever the book said. I'm just not. I'm doing whatever I have to do to get them to feel better, right? I mean, this is a personal question, but how do you feel intimately when it comes to your relationship now you have a child? Like, I feel like my drive has been completely...
It's gone.
When does it come back? Like, but how...
I don't know, girl. I don't know.
And navigating that, when it comes to being in a relationship, I think that's hard. It stresses. I think that stresses.
It stresses. Yeah.
It stresses me out more than anything. And I've even talked about this with my therapist. Just like, I don't know what to do. I was on Reddit one night just reading. It's like, it's been 19. Like, some people it's been 2 years, and it just. I don't want to be touched, and I didn't know that a thing called touched out is a thing.
Yes.
And I have two.
Yeah.
So imagine how I'm being kissed, I'm being scratched, I'm being hit because babies are violent. Okay, toddlers are violent little beings. Like, you might be in a domestic abusive relationship low key with somebody that's not even 3 feet tall.
Yep.
And you can't beat them. That's the crazy part. Like, not that you can't beat them physically with your hand, but like, they be whooping your ass.
Oh yeah, my son whoops my ass every day. I called him Ike Turner. And
oh my God.
Yes.
No, so one of my girls, like, the way they throw their body around because they don't have a sense of... I get headbutted. I thought my nose was broken, and I just was like, yo, like, I had to, like, really clinch up because my reaction was to, like, do something else. And I was like, window, right? Like, so I was just like, I had to, like, because you're just, like, after having a child, you better be a good fighter. Like, you better be able to stand up to anybody else because you can't hit your child. So the moment somebody come at me wrong on a good day, you gonna have to see these things. Because I got some built up.
It's in there. So
it's in there. It's in there. So it's normal. I'm not alone in this whole...
No, you're not alone. I'm laughing because I remember specifically in a group chat one time that I had, because I've had, like, my friends, their kids are older than mine.
Okay.
So I, like, came and I was like, hey, into the group chat. I was like,
with this new baby.
Too. And they was like, okay, you gonna have to go do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. So I'm like reading through the group chat. And I remember one specific time where one girl was just like, I'm tired of performing. And I was like, huh? And she was just like, I'm tired. She's like, I don't want to do it no more. She was like, sometimes it hurts. She was like, I don't enjoy it. It's not, and then she's like, it's not that I don't enjoy him. I just don't enjoy it. I don't want to do it.
Girl, so that, because they take it as rejection.
Yeah.
This is so hard.
I don't know what the answer is.
I don't either, and I'm looking for it on the internet. And
it don't exist because they're not.
They're also chat and Claude, child.
They're not talking about it.
Nobody's talking about it, and I'm so glad that you kind of brought that up. We just brought this up because it's very heavy on my heart.
Yeah, because you love him.
Yes, and it's like it's not even that. It's just, what do I do? Because, and then. It's like, are you being selfish? But like, I feel like at the same time, like, shit, it hurt. I don't get to show up as myself either.
You don't.
So then you're not getting the best version of me.
No.
So
and
then
I have said that.
Like, you're not. This is not what you used to.
No. I have legit said you are not getting the best version of me. And like, I don't even know how, because even for me, I'm like, yo, I want the best version of somebody. If you showing up, show out. But I ain't got it together. I ain't got it. I I ain't got it to give it. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I literally am exhausted. I ain't taking vitamins. The baby taking all of the vitamins from me. You coming in here like this, and I'm like, please go away. I ain't got it.
So then, like, what do we do? I feel like somebody needs to help us find an answer.
We need a man.
We
need a man person on the show.
Yes.
On Hey Mother.
To be like
to tell us what to do, because honestly,
what they want us to do ain't it.
Show up. They want you to show up anyway, and that's why homegirl in the group chat was like, I'm tired of performing, because how could you?
How do you?
You can't say no every time, because then they'd be like, well, you don't want me, and then you can't tell them like my body feels like shit.
Shit, absolute shit.
Literally, I can't. You want to see my cooch? I don't even know where it is some days.
The way I don't even pay her no mind anymore. Like,
she don't exist.
She's not. She betrayed me. Okay, like, it's broken. Like, remember Issa?
Yes.
It broke. It's broke. And it may fit. It may get fixed. But so here's what I do know. I do know when I'm not on go. And I'm not constantly trying to navigate taking, like, how can I say this? When there is time to be spared where it doesn't feel like there's an expectation of performance, and it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? It feels comfortable. It feels like old intimate. I'm making my face because I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So for this to work for me, when I don't have to feel like I'm thinking about the kids and the kids.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes. And we can just exist, and I don't have to, and I don't feel like there's pressure to perform, right? When I feel like you're not thinking about it in the way that, like, because we have this alone time, we have to do this, right? No? Okay. So, I mean, it's only ever happened so many times, but when I feel like it's a moment where we just, like, existing, and I don't feel like we're existing in this moment to do performance,
yes,
but we're just existing as two beings,
yes,
I'm more likely to be able to
dig down deep and feel that.
And feel something.
And feel that feeling.
And feel something, right? Like, I can, my mind is free enough, you know, to be like, oh, there's something there, right?
That's crazy. I don't know. I don't, because especially because of how many kids our parents had, I don't really know.
How are they having all these fucking kids?
Child, not me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't be feeling it. So I don't even know how they felt that feeling again.
But, okay, so here's my even during my pregnancy, I was over it. I was so disappointed in my pregnancy for two reasons. My pregnancy was easy, but I was not sleeping. I was so excited to always be sleeping. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be sleep. Like, I'm pregnant, I'm sleepy. I was not sleepy. I had insomnia.
Wow.
And then I was not, like, I was like, I want to be in all this performance.
Yeah.
I didn't want to perform for real.
Yeah.
I was just over it. But I also have twins, so maybe it was just, like,
different
training. But yeah, I think that is, I mean, those things, I don't think I don't want to say that they don't care, but they just don't understand.
It's hard to understand because I've said this in therapy before. It's hard to understand because nothing about them really changed. They've gone through traumatic experiences with you, and maybe they've had traumatic experiences on their own, or experiences that they can cultivate on their own. However, they are still them.
I am not.
Yeah, you're not you. Yeah, you are not you, and I am not me. So, like, it's very different. Like, I don't. You feel as though you got initiated to this club, and in some ways, you kind of were, like, lied to and betrayed. And then you're like, well, I'm accepting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, but nobody sees me, and nobody feels me, and nobody fully understands. And some people do, which are the women who have already gone through it, but they kind of just telling you, just focus on yourself and your kids. It's all right. Just, it's okay. You like, I haven't got my hair done. She like, it's okay. It's not that bad. You know, like,
no.
But then,
and I have no desire to do my hair or my nails, like, or none of the things, because when you do get to leave to do those things, that's a tool. Getting your nails done is not self-care to me.
No.
It's what is maintenance?
Yes, it's maintenance.
It's maintenance. It's not. Maintenance. It's self-maintenance.
Yeah.
Getting my hair done is also not self-care. It's maintenance because I can't just be like, oh, I'm not doing nothing. I still have to get up, move. Somebody's tucking on my hair. Somebody's doing all these things. Good. Yeah, no, I don't. No. So spa days and all that other shit. I don't. Leave me alone. Like, just leave me in a room.
You know what? What's interesting? Maybe, and someone, y'all can tell us in the comments if this is a thing. But like, I wonder if you have a different experience, i.e., with your partner or your community, right, of nurturing you during your pregnancy, then you feel different. Like, you feel full enough to like.
Wait, during the pregnancy? You feel
either during the pregnancy or during postpartum, but like you feel full enough. Like, by being just overly nurtured. Like, you know how you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go get myself a glass of water. Somebody'd be like, nah, I'm gonna go get it.
That would be nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody'd be like, oh.
So I want to talk about, because you brought up something where, for me, and this is another conversation that we didn't touch on, but what about, so I don't think I was a good mom friend before I became a mom. Like, I went to the baby shower, I brought my gift. Birthdays, I bring gift. But like, I was not somebody that was like, oh, I'm gonna watch the kids, I'm gonna do all these things, because I'm not thinking, like, I was somebody that was not thinking about kids to deal with, like, to begin with, right? So like, your friends, say your friend gets pregnant, whatever. I showed up in the space of like, I'm gonna come support you, but I feel like when people have a baby, like, the friends that don't have kids, like, you just don't think about it the same way. Like, you're not being their friend anymore, but you're not trying to hang around and babysit.
Unless you get initiated, you don't really know what to do.
Or
how to show up for real.
You don't know how to show up. Same thing. It's similar to grief, right? Like, or like if something happens to you, like, you just don't know what somebody's going through until you experience it yourself. And I feel like when I got pregnant, because a lot of people don't know or didn't know that I was pregnant. The people that knew, but there was a lot of help in like, just a lot of like, I got you being sent my way, or like, if you need anything. And I was just very reluctant because I just remember not being there. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. So there was people that wanted to show up for me that I don't want to say I pushed away, but I wasn't full out with it. You know, like, I wasn't not accepted because I'm a private person. But I also wasn't like, I didn't need help. Not that, you know, like, I just was like, okay, thank you. But I wasn't leaning on it.
I don't know what that even feels like.
What, having people like, you don't feel like you had that?
I don't know. I don't really think I did.
Like, when you found out you were pregnant and like there was a lot of, I mean, I also think because I'm somebody that nobody thought would have a child. And then I had twins. There was just another outpour of like, hey, if you need anything, ... But I also felt like I would look at it like, do I really deserve all of this?
Well, of course you deserve, right? So let's pause in that.
Come on now. Come on.
Of course you deserve.
I know now.
Right? Like, I mean, like, it doesn't matter how you show up. Like, community is community. So if they're showing up for you, they show up for you because they love you. It doesn't mean that you had to have done anything in order for somebody to show up for you.
I get that, but I'm a very reflective person. I'm just like, damn, like, because once I realized I didn't do something or I didn't know something.
But you give in other ways.
Right.
I think that's the one thing that you have to remember. Like, it's transactional in other ways. Like, you give in other ways. So maybe you weren't a good mommy friend, but you were still a good friend.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like, you were still showing up. You still were whatever you need to do. Like,
I get that. I just look at it like, you like people just don't understand certain situations until they're in them.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't know how much your support, whatever that case may be, means to somebody until it's you.
Yeah.
You know, so
but I don't think anybody was like, yo, ... if you need anything.
Not for real. Like that.
What I've come to realize though is I am the strong friend. So,
I was gonna ask you, what do you give? Like, what are you giving?
I'm the strong friend. So I mean, of course, like my closest friends were there, and like they were like, "Yo, I'll help," blah blah blah. But those are like the 3 people that you know always are with you, that are down to like put the body in the bag. Or whatever. Exactly. But like other than that, I don't remember many other people being like, "Yo, I got you." But I also, did I tell anybody that I was really pregnant?
That's another thing, like keeping it a secret. Like, what was your reason behind it? I mean, not that you kept it a secret, but like, were you just like not?
It wasn't the first thing that I posted on social media, if that's the question. Like, it was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in order for me to tell everybody, I didn't. I think I posted it after he was born that I actually had a baby.
And that's like a new wave. But like, if I didn't do this, nobody that didn't know already would know.
Yeah.
Because even when I had my baby shower, how I actually sent the invite by mistake. Because on Evite, it's like you pay for it, and once I paid for it, it pressed play, and I wasn't like, and I was just like, I was having like anxiety, and I was like, oh my god, it, like people gonna know it's happening, like I was so stressed out, but I'm actually glad that I did do it, but I was I almost didn't have a baby shower. I was against everything. My reason was like more spiritually at first, and then also because I had a miscarriage prior to. It was just like keeping my peace, keeping everybody, like I don't want. And then it got to the point where it's just like, if I say it online, like it's gonna look weird, right? But I also knew that I was doing this or something in this community, and I was like, I'm gonna share when it's bigger, you know, like it's a, and I mean, here we are. But I'm glad that we've been able to have these conversations. I'm glad that you brought the other thing up.
Yeah, relationship is a whole different beast. I feel that's a podcast in itself.
I think it's a podcast in itself. I think I need an expert to come sit with me and like 100%. Really figure this out, because I think so many women are either ashamed.
Oh yeah.
Or
it's in the
scared.
It's in the group chat. We're not saying it
out loud.
No, we're not saying it out loud.
And I ain't got time to be in the group chat right now. This is for us to say things out loud. This is for us to have an understanding, to know that you're not alone. Like when I say this, like I keep saying this is lonely, and it's lonely because there's so many things that you can't say out loud. There's so many things that you gotta like that can make you feel guilty, whether it's your child, whether it's your partner.
Yeah.
And none of it has to do with you. Most of the time, it don't have nothing to do with you.
It don't have nothing to do with you.
Like, what you feel guilty about has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with everybody around you.
Yeah.
And you're still trying to cater and nurture everybody but you.
Yeah.
And you're going through all the feels, all the emotions. And sometimes you just need a hug.
Oh, I didn't need no hug. I definitely said, please don't hug me.
You don't need a hug. Sometimes you don't need a hug.
I was just like, yo, I'm feeling this.
But you're voicing it. You know how many relationships are like people can't fathom why once the baby comes, people break up. And most of the times it's because people aren't communicating.
Yes, they're not communicating, but also sometimes you don't know what to communicate, right? So like you were saying earlier, like I don't know what I need. I don't know how to tell you. I just need you to show up. And a lot of times I also think that social media good dads, some social media good moms, they be fucking us up. Because like then we have these expectations that our partners are going to be these things and our partners aren't these people.
And I think it's different for everybody. What does showing up for you look like?
Of course it's different for everybody.
But do you even know?
Yes. Showing up, I have a list. Because again, I'm the strong friend.
Gotcha.
So like literally showing up for me is like, hey, are you okay? Hey, I was passing by your favorite restaurant. I brought you some lunch. me having to ask for it, you know, or like, hey, like I set up an appointment for you to go see whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, I don't know, in a bad way, but kind of like a personal assistant. The way that you want your personal assistant to show up for you is kind of the way that I would need somebody to show up.
Just do the things.
Just do the things and be there for me. Like, I need to know that I could trust you to have me if I fall. Because that's like one of the things I said. Pregnancy for me felt a lot like falling. But I didn't have a lot of like, hey, let me just catch you.
Well, because mine was pretty private and nobody really knew, it was very much alone. Like, yeah. It was just like, this is what's happening. I'm in a sorority, and I felt like how I felt when I was becoming a part of the sorority was just like, I'm just showing up.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I gotta do.
Yeah.
To be a part. Like, you know, I'm showing up every day, and at some point this will all be over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I felt about the pregnancy, was just like, I had an amazing pregnancy in the sense of like, I had no sicknesses and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Until the end, my back was killing me.
Mm-hmm.
But you just like, I feel like when you just be like, I'm showing up. Like, as a mom, you're just showing up. Yeah. You're not like, I don't even think you need to think about how.
But that's what I'm saying. I wonder if in different spaces and different motherhood styles and things like that, like,
oh hell yeah,
then mothers do actually actively get to be like, oh, today's, you know how sometimes moms be like, today's 3 months with our baby, you know.
Yeah,
I'm getting, you know, today we're getting the
dressing them up every day. My baby be in onesie, okay? My baby's be in onesies. My baby's just got shoes because, like, where y'all going? We be wearing Crocs. We don't have a whole bunch of sneakers and all that. Just because, and people would think like, oh, you know, I like clothes, I like fashion. I be dressing sometimes, but you would think that like my kids are. But like, I'm not gonna waste money on that if we not going outside. And a lot of the days, it turns into a fuck it situation where like we could be going somewhere, but it turns into, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
We staying in the house. Because one of them fell asleep, and it's already 3 o'clock, and I'm already late. It's so many birthday parties I almost did not go to because I was just like, this is so much work. My stroller is so big. I gotta do this. Like, people don't. When you ask me to come outside with a child,
I wonder if it's a money thing, or if it's just a community thing.
It's definitely, I feel like if more women had help, nannies and all of those things, you would be doing all the things.
Because then you feel like,
you ever took your child to a restaurant?
Oh yeah,
some bullshit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. My man's is pretty good. He's pretty good. He is more along the lines of the kids who he's not the yelling and the screaming type of kid. But he
the food is on the floor.
Oh no, he loves food too much for the food to be on the floor.
No, the food I have one that loves to feed the dog, and she also likes to like take a bite and throw it on the floor. And the other one eats her food, but literally it's gonna be a mess under the table. They're gonna eat, but there's definitely gonna be a mess. And then they wanna drink the juice, but they can't really hold the cup. They wanna make a mess. My babies wanna make a mess. Yeah. So I don't know.
He makes a mess, but when we go out to restaurants, he more so wants to talk to the people.
Really?
Yes. So my son is a very like, hey, hi, hello. That is my son. He gonna be the one to be like, you don't see me over here, I'm cute.
What? Yeah. Oh no, we must meet this little man because that's hilarious. I could just imagine him now. They both just look at people, but again, I told you they're both starting to like verbalize. So I wouldn't be surprised if they right behind him, just like, hey,
hi, you don't see me? I'm right here. I'm cute. Like, talk to me.
I think that I like to say being a mother is beautiful, and motherhood is the hard part. Like, being a mom is the beautiful part. It's the cute. It's cute. Being a mom is the title, the name, all of those things. That's beautiful, right?
Really?
Being a mother to the world, being a mother is so beautiful. Like, you're so blessed. You're so whatever. And then motherhood, the action
I can see that.
Is like
I can see
being
that.
stressed and tired and like laughing. Like you be mad and laughing at the same time.
Yes.
You're mad that they did what they did, but it's also funny.
I be cracking up.
And then you're just like, but I gotta clean this up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
oh yeah.
I think that's what is hard. I think what's hard is that from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed, you are working double time.
Yeah.
Trying to actively make sure that they don't kill themselves.
Yeah.
Because everything that they do is like, they going in the night with, did you die today? Did I die today? Like, yeah. Like that's your day. Making sure that everybody stays alive. That's the simplest version of it, but it's just being alert all day to keep your eye on your child and still trying to do the same task. Like,
you know what's weird about this though, and I think about this sometimes. I don't think that we realize how much of an accomplishment it is for us as mothers to actually be with our kids 24/7.
It's also not something that everybody else gets to do. Yeah,
that's what like there are moms who literally 3 months they take their babies to a daycare
and they have to.
They don't have the choice of like,
well, it's not easy not doing it as well.
No, it's hard
because it costs money to put them in the daycare.
Girl, it costs like $1,500 a week.
Right, and it costs you your mental to not put them in the daycare.
Well, that's why you gotta be good.
So you gotta choose your battles, but it's definitely a privilege to be able to watch and see, because remember, like, we both worked. I worked when they were 5 months, and then I stopped working, and just I stopped working right in the thick right before they became 1 year old, and it was just like, dang, I was going, like, imagine if I was working, I wouldn't see half of the stuff that I see, but I'm also working overtime to make sure that I get to see this and they get to see another day, because like washing dishes while you put your child maybe in front of a TV or in a playpen, whatever the case may be, there's still a possibility that they climb out of the playpen, that they do something that a child does.
I have.
Do you have a little stool thing?
I got one of them little stool things, girl.
They're expensive.
I'll send you the link for the one that I got, but I got him a little.
2 of them.
I know, but they can fit.
Lord, but you know what? I saw something where you actively including them helps them.
Yes, because you think about it, like they want to be you,
right?
So they literally want to do what you do every day. So you got to get them involved in the cleaning and the picking it up and the. My son be over there with the broom like, mommy.
Yes.
He's sweeping, he cleaning, he doing all the things, girl.
Okay. That is a mother takeaway right here.
Yes.
A mother takeaway.
You gotta include them.
Include them. Include the babies.
Because if not, your sanity is gone.
It's hard.
I know.
It's so hard.
I know.
I wonder, I want to, I just want to take a moment to like, let's clap for ourselves real quick, because
you ain't gotta say nothing but a word, child.
We deserve.
You ain't gotta say nothing but a word.
Like, I'm trying to formulate words, and then I just think like, no, you're doing a good job. Since you're doing a good job, okay? You are doing a great job.
A bitch ain't got no hair or no edges, but I am doing fantastic. Okay.
No hair, no edges.
No hair, no edges.
But we're surviving. We're surviving. I just feel like we can have these conversations all day, and we're probably just gonna have to have a part 2 at some point. But I truly want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be in your space. Thank you for sharing, being vulnerable, being honest, and just allowing your journey and your experience with motherhood to be shared on this platform. I'm super thankful. I'm thankful for your friendship. I am thankful for your sisterhood. I am thankful that from the first interaction, you was like, let me give you a hug. Let's talk.
I was like, I know this woman. I've seen her before.
See you. Thank you for seeing me.
I was like, I've seen her before. I know who that is.
I think we'll start to see ourselves in each other once we share this more, my only sole goal with this community, with this series, is that we share the stories that need to be told so that we can see ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just the most important part of it, that once you see yourself, you can see like, okay, when I see myself in you, I know that this is it's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be alright.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to share any social media information about this beautiful space or anything like that? I would like for you to, I need y'all to, like, if you're in the Miami area, in Hollywood and Broward, this is a beautiful space to post events. This is a beautiful space to shoot content. This is a beautiful place to learn how to sew if you're creative. Even if it's just a hobby thing that you want to do, this is a beautiful space to come to let go if you're a mother and you just need an outlet.
Yeah.
Like, come do something.
Yeah.
Be creative. Take a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Come sit on the couch. Okay? But I would love for everybody to come and experience Love Art Tech Creative Studio. Lux. I was saying
It's
Love.
okay.
I'm still in love.
Yes.
Lux Art Tech Creative Studio, and just experience it. This is a beautiful soul right here who will pour into you and make you feel welcome. And
If I got it, on the days I got it.
She be having it even when she don't think she got it. She got it. This is episode 1. We're done.
Woo!